Welcome to the Wise Philosophy, a place where philosophy is not just studied, but revived. Here, we uncover the true roots of wisdom, from the ancient thinkers carved in stone to the forgotten voices buried in time. Each story reveals not only what philosophers believed, but who they truly were. Join us as we journey through ideas that shaped history and still shape us today. Episode 1. What is philosophy? What dictionary says, philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. But it can also mean something more personal, a belief system that shapes how we live. The word itself comes from Greek, philosophia, the love of wisdom. It breaks down into 4 core areas: metaphysics, what's real; epistemology, how we know; ethics, what's right; and logic, how we think clearly. What if I told you there's a 2,500-year-old practice dedicated to tackling these exact questions? It's called philosophy. And it's not just for stuffy professors in ivory towers. The word philosophy literally means the love of wisdom. It's a pursuit that gives us the ultimate toolkit for making sense of reality. So what are these tools? And how do they actually work? Let's get into it. Section 1. The first tool. What is real? Let's begin with the biggest question there is. Have you ever seriously wondered if the world you see is actually real? Are you a real person living your life? Or just a brain in a vat somewhere? Is there more to reality than what your 5 senses tell you? When you ask questions like that, you're stepping into the first major branch of philosophy: metaphysics. Metaphysics is the study of the fundamental nature of reality and existence. It tackles the big picture, asking what is out there and what is it like. While a physicist might study a specific event, a philosopher doing metaphysics asks if causation itself is real. It's all about questioning the very foundation of what we call real. Section 2. The second tool. How do we know? All right, let's assume for a second that this reality is, in fact, real. The very next question has to be, how can we be sure? How do you know that the things you believe are actually true? Do you know it through your senses, through pure reason? Can we ever be 100% certain about anything? This leads us to our second tool, a branch of philosophy called epistemology. Epistemology is the theory of knowledge. It digs into what knowledge is, where it comes from, and what its limits are. It asks, what does it mean to know something? How can we justify what we believe? Every time you check a source, question a headline, or wonder if you can trust your own gut, you're doing epistemology. It helps us sort justified belief from mere opinion. Section 3. The third tool. How should we live? Now we move from what's real and what we can know to maybe the most practical question of all. How should we act? In a world full of complicated choices, what actually makes an action right or wrong? What is justice, and what does it really mean to live a good life? These are questions of ethics, also called moral philosophy. Ethics is the systematic study of values and moral principles. It doesn't just ask how people do act, it explores how we should act. It looks at things like virtue, duty, and consequences to help us make better moral decisions. From personal dilemmas to society's biggest challenges, ethics gives us a language for navigating the moral maze of life. Section 4. The engine of philosophy. Logic. We've talked about metaphysics, epistemology, and ethics. But what powers all of them? The answer is logic. Logic is the study of reasoning and argument. It gives us the tools to think clearly, build strong arguments, and spot weak logic or fallacies. Without logic, philosophy would be a messy pile of random thoughts. Logic is what turns deep questions into real conclusions and gives philosophy its strength. We've only just scratched the surface. These 4 tools, metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, and logic, make up the core of philosophy. If you're hooked on these questions, if you love wisdom, if you want to see the world more clearly, then this is only the beginning. Subscribe and join us for more. This is The Wise Forgotten.